Technical difficulties and the mother, man. What's going on, people? Welcome to the Market Will Show. Got a special show tonight for you. I got my guys on here with me. Got Kozo Twan. What's going on with you?
Same old same, man. Just trying to keep my head above water. You know what it is.
And Dondi. What's up, my brother? How you doing?
What's going on, people? Ain't a whole lot going on my way.
Yeah, we can see you fully dressed and ready to rock and roll. And the
That's right.
great thing about this show is that when we talk about these games, we got a Niner and we got a Packer. Hey, nothing but love, baby. Nothing but love. So, we're gonna do what we gotta do. But as we get started, we're gonna let you guys know where you're gonna find us at pretty much everywhere at Mark and Will Show. Everything. Twitter says X, Facebook, TikTok, you don't stop, Instagram, YouTube, the Players Club, all that good stuff. The Facebook, the mothership is actually approaching 11,000 and might already hit it. It's about to hit it real soon. Hey, man, nothing but love. We love it big time. Hey, and, yesterday had a great show. Had I got T Rock on the show, Travis, he told all you guys what's up, you know what I'm saying? So, we got enough squares. So, one time you might look at, might be all four of us on here just rocking and rolling, big time, having fun like always. But he hit us with wrestling. And that's the thing about it. We want to make sure we get the dude just as far as wrestling. But we also got another wrestler connoisseur, Don D. What's going on in wrestling, man? I always got to give y'all guys the opportunity to shine. What's going on?
Well, of course, there's a lot going on between you got your WWE, you got your AEW, you got your TNA. TNA just had their pay per view last Saturday, and Moose ended up pulling out for the championship. But who ended up showing up is WWE's Dolph Ziggler. Now he's going by his real name, as in Nick Namath, and he's there to cause trouble because he's like just signed and everything else. So he's going straight for the title. Looks like. And now in AEW tonight, you got Samoa Joe who just took the belt. Now he's going up against Hook, and that's Taz's son. And Taz is a veteran in the game, so his son is just new, young, and we'll see what he does tonight. So it should be interesting.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, I told you guys a long time ago. I'm gonna bring that wrestling. I got some other stuff. Twan, look like you was mouthing something. You had something you was gonna say about wrestling, man. I mean, no disrespect. You got anything? I mean, you've been on here. You
Oh,
family. You got something? Because I didn't mean to disrespect you, my brother.
no, no,
For real.
no, you ain't disrespect me at all, man. I'm not too hip into wrestling nowadays. Since like The
Okay.
Rock left. Those days was my WWE days. I don't too much know what's going on right now.
Okay. I just want to make sure because that's our generation was really into that big time. So I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't want to step on nobody's feet. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of good stuff like
Oh,
that. So
no. I remember arguing with my grandfather. He was telling me it ain't real, it ain't real. I'm like, it is real, man. Man, it would bring me to tears arguing with him, man. But it'd be funny.
ain't nothing wrong with that. And don't forget, well, let me go ahead and do this right now. We're gonna go ahead and get the first winner of the award. You know what I'm saying? We had the voting and congratulations to you guys who basically showed out for the people, for the winners. So let me go ahead and do the first one. Let's do it this way. Boom. Kentucky High School Boys Basketball Player of the Week, sponsored by Sports Cars Raw, is Pike County Central Jalen Rigdon. Averaged 34 points and 8 rebounds. For the week, did his thing. Congratulations, Jalen. 34 points, 8 rebounds. That's taking care of business. Hey, shout out to Pike County Central because you guys voted in droves for him. So congratulations, and let me get that out for you so everybody can really see you. I think pretty much everybody know who I am. So hey, there you go, 34 and 8. So congratulations. So sit tight. We'll definitely go ahead and do the girls shortly, but we want you to hang around a little bit. So we got the NBA. We got a lot of stuff going on with the NBA. We know that it hits big time after the All Star and everybody. We got some trades. You got Pascal got traded to the Pacers. Jordan Ward's shipped out. He's done. He's going to Toronto, which it's Don D. Seem like you feel some kind of way about that. See, you shaking your head. What's your thoughts on that trade?
I mean, Jordan's like been on the move though. I'm ready for him to stay stationary though. That's what I'm just looking for because he was doing all right. I thought in Indiana, but I mean, traded him, and then it was also what was that 3 first round picks or something like of the nature. So I guess a lot of value for Pascal.
But that blows my mind because I know 2 years ago, 3 years ago, he was rolling.
Yeah,
He don't
a
seem
lot.
like he's the same guy. Like, I mean, are we going over because he won the championship and he's been servo and all star? I mean, don't get me wrong. For anybody out here, we're not saying that Jordan Ward is Pascal. We're not saying that. But he got an upswing. He's doing what he's got to do. And then how much longer is Pascal going to be? I mean, what's his? That was too much to me. Twan, did you hear about that trade?
No, I'm just hearing about it. But with Siakam, I mean, I think the market plays a lot into what your opinion on him. You know what I mean? The
Right.
fact that we don't get to see Toronto a lot. You know what I mean? We don't get to see him play a whole lot. You know what I mean? So he may still be, putting up, like all-star type numbers. But we don't see him enough to know. So I don't know. Maybe there was some value that they saw to go
It's
after.
definitely it's no, it's definitely value. And the thing about it is that we follow as far as definitely on this show. We keep up with as much we have to do on this show as media. But my thing is this: I just all those first rounds, the second round, stuff like that. I don't know. So to me, you got a young team in the Pacers, and you know what I'm saying, Halliburton and them. Turner been there for a while. So to me, when you make a move like that, you ready to win now. And
Yeah.
I understand they had that in season tournament and they went to the championship game and that, but y'all ain't winning now. I mean, that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And don't get me wrong, Pacers do what you gotta do. Is he gonna go ahead and still do what you need him to do in the next 2 to 3 years? Who knows? And I'm not saying Jordan was gonna do it and all that kind of stuff, but hey, if Jordan gets the opportunity to play in Toronto, then that's what it's about for him.
Right.
You
Right.
know.
And then
So
too, they may just need that veteran presence. You know what I mean? They like one of the youngest teams in the league. They probably need that older, veteran guy, somebody who's been through it,
yeah, right.
kind of, bring up the locker room. You know what I mean?
No, you're absolutely right. I just wouldn't gave up that much. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have gave up that much for that. You know what I'm saying, for him. But hey, like I said, you think you're gonna win now, that's cool. Real quick, Tuesday, January 16th scores. You had the 76ers beat the Nuggets 126 to 121. You had the Suns beat the Kings 119, 117. You had the Clippers beat the Thunder 128, 117. All these matches were elite matches because these teams are good in the league right now. So that's good with that. We'll see. Real quick, while I got y'all on here, man, Dondi, who you think is gonna play in the finals, man? Just give me two teams, man.
Oh, oh, oh.
Uh,
That's really hard because right now it's all over the place. The league's all over the place. You don't even know what's going on, who's winning, who's like even ahead these days. I mean, Minnesota. I mean, what they leading their conference over there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so let me see. So you got good Boston and Milwaukee, and
We ain't gonna tie you down to this. Just
right.
give
I
us
mean, it's
two. Just give us two.
right.
When NBA go and really get rocking and rolling, then we're gonna start holding
Yeah,
down because you
right,
guys
right.
will be on it. So just give me two as of right now. What you thinking? Or what two teams you would like to see? We can do it that way.
I mean, I guess you would just say like a Denver and Milwaukee.
Okay, okay. Twan.
I'm thinking Denver and maybe Boston.
Mm, mm. Man, you know what? Woo! It is tough. It is tough. I mean, that's no lie. I would love to see the Timberwolves with the young buck Ant. Would love to see that. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that, and I would love to see. Man, I really don't care about that East though. That East is raggedy, dog. I mean, because I love the Bucks as far as Giannis, and I love the Celtics, but the Celtics don't play well on the road.
Right.
Um, So this for
Sixers
uh,
creep in there this year.
right. Man, I'll go with Celtics and Timberwolves that I would like to see. You know what I'm saying? To see Ant go at Tatum, vice versa. That'd be
Uh,
cool. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got some basketball that's going on as we speak right now, guys. We got
mm,
Twan's favorite team rocking and rolling against Mississippi State. Mississippi State, eight ranked. Kentucky's favored by 6.5 right now. Look like Mississippi State trying to make a little comeback because it's 51 to
let's
43. Kentucky was up double figures in that first half. So, Twana, you've been watching them, man, because I know you big blue, but have you been watching? Give me some. Give
uh
me some.
not as faithfully as I used to. You know what I
Right.
mean? When I catch them on television from time to time, I did watch them lose over the weekend,
Uh-huh.
and I got the game on now. Like you said, we were up early. It was like 40 something to 29, and here they are. They within 10 points of us now. So I don't know. We'll
I,
see what they.
I, I'm not gonna hold it against you. I know you're an international traveler, so
Yeah.
So you out of the country all the time. So I'm just gonna just leave you alone with that. You know what I'm saying? But I know, like I said, like I told Travis last night, I said, man, I don't know too many teams that got four better guards. That's bar none. You know what I'm saying? A little younger than two, stuff like that. But still, except for Antonio Reeves, who probably should be on the show with us, due by 29. But it is what it is. But Kentucky's gonna take care of business. They should take care of business. It's hard to beat them in Rupp. We know that. Big time. Dondi, I'm not even gonna let you talk about it because I already know your feelings. So I'm just gonna keep you at bay because we got a lot of people watching the show and we want to go ahead and make sure we keep the followers.
Yeah,
On that one. Louisville goes
Mm,
to Tobacco Road, the number 4 North Carolina at 9 o'clock. And
yes.
it's 9 o'clock on ACC Network. You better be glad it's not on ACC Network Plus with the Cardinals. 21.5 point underdog. I can't even remember. I mean, it had to be doing Kenny Payne's era that
yeah.
underdog like this.
It can only be.
Only be. So, Don D, what's your thoughts about this game coming up? What you hoping to see? What you wishing for? With North Carolina cover, what's going on?
North Carolina will not cover.
Mm.
Tell you that now.
They will not.
Ooh.
Will not cover. I don't
Okay.
care. I
Okay.
mean, they on the road, but your boy. Okay, what's your boy's name? The North Carolina's big guy who's been there for like 10 years.
Baycott,
Baycott.
whatever. his name-
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Baycott.
yeah, he's been there forever. He has to be at least 27.
Yes.
So, and probably a father of two. So, I mean, he's been there for a minute. But if we can hold off on Davis getting the points,
Oh
and we
Lord.
can bank, he's going to do what he wants to do, probably down the middle, because
Right.
Brandon, he does his, he handles his business on the smaller guys. I want to say that are not as big centers.
Right.
But if they don't learn how to do that, their switch and roll and everything else, they're switching off on their defense, able to handle that the big man, and then try to transition to the three perimeter, 3 point line, and everything else.
Yep.
Okay, we might get beat by 30, but I think I think they're gonna come out to play tonight. I think they are. I
I
think
would
they're gonna.
say this. I would say this. You have all these sports betting sites and different stuff like that. Take the over. Take the over. The over the over and under is 155.5.
155 already on it.
North Carolina may score 100 because we know Louisville don't play defense. They don't get back, and that's North Carolina. Even though we know they got Hubert Davis stuff, they still like to get out and run. My thing is this. I'm interested to see a former Cardinal because you have an opportunity, Mr. Withers, to go ahead and torch your former teammate of last year who really told you to get out of town. Your coach told you to leave. People was like, oh, Louisville had a lot of people. Man, a lot of them had them papers. They had to go. They had to go. So, man, if you can't get up, dude ain't really doing too much for them anyway.
No.
He starts some, he don't, whatever. Fine. You know what? Let's do it this way. This is the magic of the of the internet and everything else that you have. Let me look up real quick. Let's see what Mr. Withers is averaging. Mr. Withers is averaging 4 points, 3 rebounds, almost assist, shooting 46.7 percentage. I bet you he scored at least about 15.
How many minutes did you play?
He gonna try to torch them. He gonna
Under
shoot
10.
threes. What'd you
Under
say?
10 points.
You
He
think
scores
under 10?
Yeah. If
Like
he bench
over
me
under 10.
tonight,
Bro, it's something about playing a coach team that gave up on you. I'm sorry. You guys know. I mean, if you play against your teammates, you trying to do them in, bro. Like Ellis would try to get 40.
Oh, you know that.
You know, stuff like that. So even though he's averaging 4, but how many minutes is he getting? Stuff like that. I think he's gonna get some minutes tonight, and I think he's gonna try to do his thing. 15 might have been a lot, but between 10 and 15, I'm gonna say. You know, I just hope Louisville. It's a damn shame that you got to say this play hard, this do an effort, this try. Don't give up 100 points. Let them know that you're there. Do it for the Gipper. Yeah. Speaking of the Gipper, we got something good for you guys. Something good for you guys, right? Let's take this off. Let's have a little bit of fun. The Mark and Will Show Wake with Antwan and Dondi and myself. The 20 worst coaching hires in men's college basketball since 2000. This is Jeff Goodman's list. This is not our list, but we're going to have fun with it. Hit him with the number 20 for me.
Tom Crean, when Georgia hired him in 2018.
Wow. Are we shocked? He had Indiana rolling for a little bit, right? His biggest claim to fame is basically them beating Kentucky, right? On that last shot that the dude Watford hit. Other than that, he ain't got Indiana had to get rid of him, went to Georgia and stole for some years. What year did he coach them? What year did he have?
2018. He had an overall record of 47 and 75.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Next. Next.
Orlando Tika
Wow. Sound familiar.
of South Florida, hired in 2014 for 3 seasons. Overall record 23 and 55.
Got you. That's what we need right there, Dondi. That's what you doing. That's what we need. I'll bring it home. I'm gonna tell you. And Kentucky. Hey, he's part of the band with Kentucky, as you know, when he came and got all that good stuff, got all that recruiting and things like that, and everybody know they wanted Mr. Antigua. Antigua went down there and laid an egg, got some turtle eggs in the beach at South Florida. Sucked. He sucked. Twan, did you miss him when he wasn't there?
no,
Thank you.
not at all.
That's all I needed. Next.
Isaiah Thomas,
Lord
the
have mercy.
Florida International, when they hired him in 2009 with an overall record 26 and 65 in 3 seasons.
Ooh.
What was the record again?
26 and 65.
Now, you couldn't do nothing with the best athletes of all time in the league. What you doing down there at Florida International? Is anybody who played there? Anybody know? Comments, whatever. What y'all got? Anybody know? Somebody give me a play. Give me a famous player from there. Because what I'm saying is, if he could not do anything with the Knicks, the Pacers, what are you doing in the Florida International? Well, he was down there in the sand too, doing whatever, and still mad that Jordan didn't invite him to the Olympics and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So, God bless. Next.
We have Sidney Lowe of North Carolina State when they hired him in 2006 with an overall record of 86 and 78 in 5 seasons.
All right, Sidney, I'm gonna give you a little pass. This a little pass because you was on that championship team, NC State, and I love the red blazer. I love that. You know what I'm saying? You brought it home. But you know what? When no one knows that you coached at your alma mater, there's a problem. And I mean outside. No one knows you. No one knows you. Next.
Jerome Allen when Penn hired him in 2006 09 with a record of 65, 104 in 6 seasons.
Now, Jerome, and it's not send them home, send them in, Jerome. That's not him. That's not Jerome Lane. This is Johnson. Now he thought he could steal money at Penn. Penn allowed you to have 100 and something losses. The gig is up. I don't know how much. What year did he coach?
2009.
Oh nine. So you probably had like a $1.7 million maybe 1.3. You stole. I don't know how long you was there, but man, I'm gonna tell you for real, and this is from the bottom of my heart. Nobody know who you are. Next.
Terry Porter, when
Mm.
Portland hired him in 2016 with an overall record 43 of 104 in 5 seasons.
What was the record?
43 and 104.
These dudes are losing 100 games. How do they survive 100 losses? Because you're at Portland. You thought because you was a Portland Trailblazer that you could just go into Portland University, or the University of Portland, who I'm not trying to disrespect you guys, but you thought you was going to go there because I'm Terry Porter. Last time I checked, you didn't win no ship anyway, so it didn't make no difference. What is going on with that? And I'm gonna say, hey Terry, I get you, man. You had to be there at least 4 years. You had to be at least 4. I'm gonna say, and you stole money too. I mean, sometimes because y'all gotta understand, and y'all guys know, y'all my age, they wasn't making money like that as coaches, especially at Portland.
Right.
So you did what you needed to do. Hey, congratulations. We're gonna only know you because you was on the Portland Trailblazer team that got dog walked by the Bulls. Next.
All right. We have James Johnson out of Virginia when Virginia Tech hired him in 2012 with a record of 22 and 41 in 2 seasons.
Next.
Number 13, Donnie Tyndale, Tennessee, when they hired him in 2014 with an overall record of 16 and 16 in 1 season.
Wow. I think he came. Didn't he come from Moorhead? I think he came from Moorhead. If it wasn't Moorhead, it was Murray. He came from one of them. And you have to be bad. Like 16 and 16, that's another season, right?
Yeah.
But that pressure got on you. I don't know. He must have did something else that we don't know.
Well, he got fired for
Okay.
academic fraud violations that occurred during his time at Southern Mississippi.
Yeah, bro, you got to go. You got to go. I mean, and that was at Southern Miss. That wasn't even at Tennessee. They said, bro, we can't even keep you, bro. I mean, you trying to look sharp in that oversized suit down there, but you got to go. Next.
I think we know this name. It sounds familiar. Billy Gillespie out of Kentucky when they hired him in 2007 with an overall record of 40 and 27.
Oh,
in
man.
2 seasons.
Dude
40,
had it. Go
40
ahead.
and 27. How many seasons? Was it 3?
2 seasons.
2 seasons?
Dude had a winning record, but his off the court madness. He loved them girls and he loved them booze. And that's one place that you cannot be because Keeneland and all that stuff that's going around. Hey, man. Hey. People forget that he had a winning record at Kentucky.
Yeah.
Now, we know that they won championships. We get it. We understand it. He had a winning record. And they said, no, because he was doing stuff off the court that they could not control. Get your hand out of the cookie jar. Stop. He kept on going. He kept going. And they didn't want no mega lawsuit. So, Billy G, we'll see you again. Next.
Mike Dunleavy Sr.
Oh, Lord.
when Tulane hired him in 2016 with an overall record of 24-69 in 3 seasons.
Say it again. Record.
24-69 in 3 seasons.
Now, you can't go down there eating all the gumbo. You can't go down there eating the beignets and stuff like that. You cannot go down there etouffee. You cannot go down on Bourbon Street and think you just going to party for 3 years or whatever it was and have a horrible record because you were stealing in the NBA. because NBA cycle, everybody know that name. Everybody know your son at Duke. They know you as a coach, and you played in the NBA. You went down there to the Big Easy and thought you was gonna steal. You stole for 3 years. What year was it?
It was 2016.
Oh, you reached that. You was there. Hey, you thought you was slick, man. They got you up out of there, man. Them crawfish, them crayfish, all that good stuff. Ain't too fake. Get out of there, man. Next.
You have Matt Doherty.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
When North Carolina hired him in 2000 with an overall record of 53 and 43 in 3 seasons.
Matt, the problem with that is because we know that the blue blood is North Carolina. We saw Kentucky get rid of somebody 40 and 27, even though he had some crazy stuff. Doherty, sometimes they don't like you. And they don't like you. They thought you was gonna do it. You was a former player. They wanted you to go ahead and bring it on, and you didn't do it quick enough. And then sometimes people just don't like you. And they didn't like you. Next.
We have Patrick Ewing.
Lord.
Georgetown hired him in 2017 with the overall record of 75 and 109 in 6 seasons.
Sometimes you can't go home. But he went home for a while. And I mean, you know what? I wasn't even mad at this hire. I was hoping that this worked. Everybody in our generation remember Patrick Ewing did his thing. He was one with that dude with the bald head. I forgot his name. God, is going past me. They punked out people while they was at Georgetown. The power forward and Pat, because Pat was blocking everything. That era was rock and roll. I think I can say this, and you guys can tell me, I was cheering for him. I wanted him to work out. But we also come from the era, even, from AI and everything, that when Georgetown was good, he just couldn't bring back that swag. I would like to see him now with the, when you can pay the players and all that kind of stuff, come and play for me, stuff like that. What would that look like for Georgetown? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if they got the the backing as far as the bankrolls and stuff.
Right.
But I mean, dude, hey, who wouldn't want to play for one of the best all-time centers? Now he's also one of the best time chokers in New York Knicks history, missing layups and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but dude was a monster at Georgetown. God, it hits me, man. Twan, what do you think about? I mean, did you think that was gonna work out, Twan?
No, man, it never does.
Damn, Twan.
That never does. I mean, what are the percentages on star players becoming coaches and success rate?
True. It's a lot of them on this list.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I was kind of skeptical. I'm skeptical anytime I see a player, active player. You know what I mean? Turn around and become a coach. I rather see old guys. You know what I mean? Sitting over on the bench.
Right.
But yeah, man, I don't know.
No, that's good. Dondi, what you thought when they first hired Pat, man? What was you thinking, man?
I mean, you had to cheer for the guy. Like you said, he's old, and back in the day, like how we cheered for him, and like he was killing it back in the day at Georgetown, and even the Knicks, he did his thing until they couldn't go no farther than what they did. But once he went back to Georgia, like, okay, let me see how this is going to work. No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's one of those honorary Terry Porter hires.
Lord Jesus, don't even say that.
You played for us. Come on home.
Hold on, real quick. We got some people, and we've been rocking and rolling. Bobby Moore, y'all gonna put some respect on them Hills when y'all learn. Hey man, we said the Hills is gonna rock and roll. Come on now, come on, stop it, Bobby. You gotta stop it. Look, beat by 30.
See,
the wifey said. Sister said that they're going to get beat by 30, talking about Louisville.
She has no love for him.
Travis said, what's up, fellas? Great show. All that kind of good stuff. I'll get you, Dre. I'll get you, you know what I'm saying? You got too many cuss words and stuff going on with you. So we're going to do this. So, where we at? Next.
Joaquin Jones
Lord
of California, when they hired him in 2017, with a 16 and 47 record in 2 seasons.
Now you left Rick, you know what I'm saying? He was around Rick and everything. He was assistant at Cal and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, Rick's coaches almost like Belichick coaches, assistants. I mean, yeah, Mick Cronin has been solid, but Mick Cronin was with Huggins, right? Um, Tubby, he got him something, but Tubby to me was always an old man when he was at Kentucky. Um,
One of his
I'm
recruits.
just I'm just thinking. It's been some good ones, but Joaquin, you wasn't one of them guy. He was a 6'9" practice dummy at Louisville, dude. Come on, bro. Like for real, you knew you was in trouble. But hey, I get you. Because anytime you had remember he had Regis Theus. So Rick was supporting a lot of people. Let me go on and get you that payday. But Joaquin, come on, man. Joaquin, you're gonna be the first one. Not that. Not that. You don't get that, Joaquin. You're gonna get this one. Stop it. Yeah, you get that one. Next.
Eddie Jordan, when Rutgers hired him in 2013 with an overall record of 29-68 in 3 seasons.
Mm.
You know what? Another NBA guy that went to the college and thought that he can just go ahead and just gonna go ahead. And this is another Rick Pitino guy too. Um, Eddie, I mean, come on, bro. I don't even Rutgers. I mean, like, I can see going to Florida International because it's the beach. I'm not going to Rutgers, dude. I'm not going. I mean, these winters kill me right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even really winter. I'm not going
Right.
down there to suck and all that kind of stuff and not get really paid. But I mean, you look sharp though, Eddie. I'm not gonna lie. Next.
Kevin Stallings, when Pittsburgh hired him in
Lord have
2016
mercy.
with an overall record of 24-41 in 2 seasons.
You know what? You was horrible at Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt was solid, right? Compared to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was rolling when what's the guy who left the TCU? The guy who's at TCU now, because the dude who looked like Joker, that's who he replaced and went to TCU. He's at TCU now, and they've been okay. Sometimes they get a top 25 team. Jamie Dixon. He replaced him, and I mean, dude, like he thought that I can go down. First of all, Pittsburgh, why you hiring this dude for Vanderbilt that only had a few solid seasons? Like you couldn't go get somebody off the cusp of Jamie Dixon who built that program up, made it solid, was first round, had a number one seed, and you get Kevin Stallings. Kevin damn Stallings. If this wasn't Wednesday night and it wasn't all the players of the week, I would have said another word. Kevin Stallings, man, that didn't even. I mean, would you buy season tickets for him? I mean, because that's what people do. I mean, whatever the coach, whatever swagger they got, let's get it. Don't,
We don't even
no, you don't. You're not getting no tickets, like, man. Them tickets is that how Louisville football used to be when you went to Thornton's and you went there and you got buy 5 tickets and get a lifetime worth of Pepsi and all that kind of shit. Excuse my French, to go with that, and that's what that was. And
get
Kevin
tickets to
Stallings,
rallies.
yeah, you get everything, anything, and that's what was at the fairgrounds. Believe me, you get a family of 5 and get a season ticket for $25 and free Pepsi for the 3-4 cases. The old heads would understand what I'm saying because that's true. Next.
Here we go with Jeff Bislick
Uh-huh.
out of Wake Forest when they hired him in 2010 with an overall record of 51-76 in 4 seasons.
That's what happens when you had lifetime players. Like, they had big time NBA players. Duncan, Paul, and the small forward who was a monster, and then you had some other guys, and I know I'm leaving out quite a few. They had rich tradition because North Carolina got some ballers. Some of them came from there and everything else. Then you just like, okay, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna cut corners and do what I got to do. Odom's
Right.
gone, Gillum and all that kind. Everybody's out of there. Nobody knows this guy, and if it wasn't for Jeff Goodman, nobody would ever know this guy. Next,
The only guy that's on here twice,
what
Willie
else?
Gillespie, when Texas Tech hired him in 2011 with a record of 8-23 in one season.
Now, because the funny thing is this, because he came, I forgot where he came from before he went to Kentucky, because he was successful. It was Texas A&M, right? He was at
Yeah.
Texas A&M, then he went to
hmm
Kentucky, couldn't control himself. Too many beautiful women, I guess. Then he went to Texas Tech one season and still behaved like he had no sense.
And didn't Tubby replace him?
Tubby didn't go to Texas
Texas Tech?
Tech, I don't think, did he? I don't think he went to Texas, did he? I don't think he
Mm.
did.
Yeah. He
I
he
don't.
coached 2 years in Texas Tech. I think he took him to the
Oh,
championship. I mean, not to the championship, to the to the tournament, and then no, it wasn't Milwaukee. It was not Wisconsin. What was it? Minnesota.
Now, he definitely did Minnesota. Let me see. He might.
Yeah,
He,
he was in
let me
Texas
let me,
Tech at least 2 years.
to save his butt, huh? Tubby Smith. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Y'all know how we gonna do. We gonna make sure we gonna see what's going on. And if he probably did, but God dang it, they was desperate. I mean, yep, he went from 2013 to 2016 because old boy left. What? When did he get fired? Billy Gillespie.
in 2011. Like
So
he actually resigned after
go ahead.
going 1-17 in league play
Oh
amidst
Lord.
allegations of player and staff mistreatment.
Yeah, see, he was out of control. So actually, they hired somebody else then because Tubby was still at Minnesota. He was at Minnesota first, then he went to
Mm.
Texas Tech, then he went to Memphis, which is crazy. I don't even Tubby Tubby was a traveler, but anyway, loser. That's what he is. He's a loser. Let's go next. Way to pull it out your
Kim,
ass, Twan.
Yeah, man.
Kim Anderson in Missouri. He was hired in 2014 with an overall record of 27-68 in
Oh
three
Lord,
seasons.
Lord. Okay, this is real simple, guys. Show me state. Dude didn't show him. He sucked. Next.
Mm.
We got Jim Hare out of New Mexico State when they hired him in 2022 with a 9-15 record in one season.
Now, okay, let's put it this way. Dude has so much drama and controversial going on. He couldn't survive that because, truthfully, he should probably be the number one worst hire because Dondi's great. Tell y'all what he did. What went on with his program?
Well, I mean, with that lone season, you had one of his players broke curfew and was shot during an altercation on a rivalry team's campus.
Mm.
And he ultimately wasn't charged because it was determined to be self-defense. But a few months later, the team was rocked with hazing scandal that included allegations of false imprisonment, harassment, criminal sexual content involving multiple players behaving badly toward teammates and student staff members.
So for you to be the number one, and this dude had people shoot him up, bang bang, all kinds of cover up, sexual, all everything, and he is number two. And you guys ask me first of all, next, who's going to be
All
number
right.
one? Let's get it.
Number one overall, the one and only, Kenny Payne, when Louisville hired him
Hold on,
in
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
2022.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You got to do the intro again, but after this.
The worst hire since 2000 in college basketball, Kenny Payne out of Louisville when they hired him in
Lord have mercy.
2022 with the overall record now is 10-38 in 1.5 seasons. The man has just won one game on the road. I can go home, but I really it hurts my
Well,
feelings.
no, and you are. First, we're gonna go. This one, this is home. Even if you're not a Louisville fan, this is home. So everybody on this platform can talk about it. Twan, go ahead. Let's go.
I was just wanting to say he's gotten a lot more grace than a lot of these coaches on this list.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, for his results, you know what I mean? For him to be there a year and a half, you know, some of these people didn't make it through a season.
Right.
You know, and for you to be at one of the top teams in the nation, well, top schools in the nation as far as basketball is concerned, I mean, on a year in, year out basis, it's too much grace.
Hey, hold on. You right. Dondi, come on. What you thinking? Give it up.
I mean,
Give it up.
Most definitely. I mean, Twan's head on right there. He's point on. He's telling the truth. God.
It hurts Dondi so much, and y'all can feel it. Y'all see, y'all can feel it. Y'all can feel it. And I'm gonna tell you what. As he gets on this show more and more, he's gonna know how to go ahead and just let that go and spill, because I feel you and I feel your pain. And the thing about it is this: as much as like Twan said, the grace that he's getting, pretty much when Louisville basketball fans are basically saying more victories without saying more victories. I love that they play hard. I love that they trying. All that kind of BS. It should already happen. It should already doing it. You know, I'm loving. And then all of a sudden now we seeing you getting in the player's face. Come on and doing all this and making changes. So how come you doing that from the get-go? Because I do not want to go down. I wouldn't want to go down as the worst coach in Louisville history.
Right.
And that's what you're going down as. Former player or not. And the crazy thing is a lot of this list is a lot of former players and things like that. And we get it. We understand it. But man, that sucks. That off the dribble, you're still coaching. A lot of these coaches are not coaching you're still coaching. And they said, hey man, I've never seen anything like this in my life. Dude is the worst. That's sad, man. That's sad.
That speak for itself right there.
It does.
And when did this article come out?
Oh, the other day, like 2 days ago.
Yep.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
This is the reason why I gotta let you go, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You're embarrassing us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
Me. You know, as soon as I seen that article, you the number one worst hire. You gotta show me something next game, or you gone.
and look, and this, Twan, it even put down who is responsible for hiring you.
Yeah.
Like the new AD, and it said he was an interim. You're responsible for this crap. Damn. Like that's double jab.
Right. So behind the record, you said what else was it? You know what I mean in regards to his coaching here at Louisville.
I mean, you
said we just currently held on to him. You know.
What you say? What was his record? What'd you say?
Situation.
You still it? What's his record?
Like in conference play, he's 3-22.
3-22.
In conference play.
Yet.
Dondi, look, I'm gonna save you right here. I'm gonna save you right here. Hold on, Twan. I'm getting ready to save him right here, and it's not so much me saving you. Sister's getting ready to save you. Let it go, Dondi. Just let it go. Let it fly, baby. Hey, believe me, you know I'm a diehard. But hey, this show has helped me because I got to cover everything, and you part of the team now. So you gotta let it rip, baby. And I know it hurts. I know it hurts, but hey, it is what it is. Okay,
let me just say, when they announced Kenny Payne was going to get hired, I mean, it brought excitement to people. People thought he was actually going to do something. They thought he was going to be he's the big man whisperer. He was going to make some changes. He was going to get some recruits in here. He had ties in New York. He had ties in, he's going to do some.
World Wide West.
Yes.
Feel nice.
but
It
he
did
didn't have experience. That was his thing.
right.
You expected him to come in and start winning, off the bat, and he never coached like that
He never
before.
coached nothing.
Never coach.
And we
Yeah,
didn't. I mean, I would say I didn't think about that. I wasn't one to be like, okay, he never coached, but oh yeah, he's gonna come in and do something. We're gonna get some guys in here, and yeah, that showed quickly
now,
that
he'd have been great as an assistant. You know what I mean, as far as recruiting
Well,
or something. You know what I
well,
mean?
and that's the thing about it. If you are a recruiting guy and you never done the coaching stuff, so that means your staff has to have X and O's experience and good at it. Not Danny Manning. Danny Manning got ran out of Wake Forest. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear that. If people are like, well, he was no. And Nolan Smith is a recruiter. You know what I'm saying? Like you need
right.
somebody, but like that's why Rick had his people. He had X and O's on that besides recruiters. Somebody can challenge him, right? You dude ain't got none of that. Dude's like, hey, yeah, high five, coach. No, this sucks. You got to speak up and speak out. And that's his problem because really what Josh Hurd should have done to, in my opinion, before we go to NFL and get off this, because we be out here for 20 hours, that he should have told him, and then maybe that's just an experience. I get it, I understand. After last year, it didn't work. I'm gonna retain you, but you're gonna have to make changes on this staff. You're gonna have to get some help. Because, dude, this is not standard basketball. I go
Not
to
little bit.
YMCA. Yes. And I'm saying even standard basketball.
Right. Right.
Like I go to YMCA, see some dudes coaching. You know what I'm saying? I go to the dirt bowl, see some dude coaching. You ain't coaching, man. You talking about love thy neighbor. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Stop it. You got to go hard. People, these athletes, especially the elite athletes and people, they want to be coached hard. They don't want that soft stuff. Oh, come on, Twan. You know I still love you even though you missed that layup. Everybody hear all that shit. Like, come on, man. That's garbage to me, bro. For real. We're done with that. Thank you, sis, for allowing that. Rock and roll. Let's go back real quick. I ain't gonna go back. Let's go and do the awards. We're gonna do the girls player of the week before we get into NFL. The, y'all silly. Y'all silly. Hey, Kentucky High School Girls Basketball Player of the Week, sponsored by Sports Cards Raw, is Nicholas County Maggie Simmons. I'm sorry. 30.3.6 rebounds last week. She put in at work. Nicholas County supported her. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, averaging 30.3.6 rebounds. You put in work, Maggie. And hey, congratulations and everybody who voted for her. Go ahead. We're bringing everything back. We're going to go ahead and rock and roll. Also tomorrow, I have an interview with a coach that you haven't pretty much heard from. We're going to rock and roll with that. All right. NFL. Let's go ahead and rock and roll. We're going to start with the first game. We got the Chiefs at the Bills, and this is how it's going to work. And this is how raw and uncut we are. I'm going to go ahead and introduce. Twan's going to give them stats and do what he does. Y'all know he does it well. Then Dondi's going to kick it, what he thinks about the game. Then Twan is going to pick his stuff, and then I'm going to bring it home. That's how we rocking and rolling. Chiefs at the Bills. Chiefs survived, did whatever. Everybody pretty much blew out everybody. It was only one close game. So we got Mahomes, and I'm not going to steal my Cuzzo's thing because I know he's got some stats and all that, but Chiefs at the Bills. Twan, let's get it.
All right. Pat Mahomes playing his first road playoff game in his career. He's 38-11 on the road in the regular season for his career, the most wins by any QB in their first 50 road starts. Uh, on paper, the Bills had the better offense. I look for this to be a close game, but I think the Bills' edge.
You ain't giving up the stuff yet, baby. You just doing that. Yeah. Don't pick yet. Don't pick yet. I got you. That's okay. We got 3 people on there. We're gonna do a round robin. It's all good. I got you. I know you was ready to rock and roll. That's cool. So basically you're gonna do them stats, then Dondi's gonna go ahead and give his thought on the game, then we come back to you.
All right.
Well. So we got like you said, I'm looking at the Chiefs, if they can catch the ball, let's see, can they catch the ball this week? I mean, we got Rice though that was doing his thing last week. Can Kelsey catch the ball and make this into a game that the Bills, that it's going to go down to the final, I think. And I'm looking at the Bills to pull it off. I'm looking at the Bills to pull it off and cover.
Ooh, Twan, go ahead. My back. You got it.
Oh yeah. I'm going with the Bills to cover also. Like I said, offensively, I just think they're the better team. The Chiefs have somewhat struggled, even though they're in the playoffs. Um, but they are starting to kind of peak here at the end of the season. Pat Mahomes is starting to find his receivers. Rasheed Rice, and they're starting to run the ball well with Pacheco. So. I don't know, but I think the Bills, I think they cover in this one. I think they go ahead and win this one.
I want to apologize to everybody. This game is on Sunday, and all that kind of stuff. Which we actually have a 49er fan and we have a Packers fan, so that's going to be the last game that we cover because I think that's what we need to hear. This kind of stuff. So we're kind of going backwards. So this is actually, guys, this game is on Sunday. This is the 6:30 game, and I'm going to say this. I'm hard on Josh when he's bad. I'm going hard on him. And I'm gonna tell you, dude is turn it up. He's turn it up. Dude is that good. And I don't, Petty Ice first road game.
Yeah.
It ain't about no weather. It's the first road game without really ballers as far as Kelsey. And Kelsey has, I don't want to give certain people credit, but I'm gonna give you credit on this. Dude, when they started that publicity stunt with Swift, it didn't really work in his favor because Travis is talking about, T-Rock talking about Kelsey and Watson. Who knows Watson? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody know him. And Rice just starting to do this thing. You need more than that. And I think this defense is going to be tested. Now, Chiefs defense have been solid, but this is at Buffalo. They mad at y'all for beating them several times before. Over. I'm riding with you guys. I think Bills is going to go ahead and take her a business in that. I think it's going to be a good game. And I'm going to tell you what, though. If the Chiefs do not score early, the good game is after when it's going to be a blowout. And it'll be the first time we see it in a minute. All right, so we're going to continue to ride the wave Sunday. We got the Bucks at the Lions. The Lions is 6.5-point favorite. What's up, Dad? Let's get it. This is a 3:00 game on NBC. No Peacock, guys, so you ain't on. We good. Twan, what you got?
Lions have a chance to make history by winning multiple playoff games in the same season for the first time since 1957. They rank top 5 this season in yards per play, scoring, passing yards, and rushing yards this season. The Bucks, though, on the other hand, have won 6 out of 7. Brady's gone, but many of those teammates that he played with are still there. Still has the same weapons. Baker Mayfield, I think, is playing pretty good football, and I don't like Baker, but I can't fault his game right now. He's playing well, So with this one, yeah.
Stop. I know you said that's okay. We'll rock and roll with it. Dondi, what you got?
Bucks pull it off. They taking Detroit down. Baker is on the roll. He's feeling himself, and I'm thinking they're going in Detroit, and they're going to make some noise. I mean, I don't know. Detroit, of course, they've been looking good, but like I said, they're in unfamiliar territory. They ain't been for a while, and for some reason, I'm just feeling that Baker's going to pull it out, and all his players are going to step up. Their defense is going to probably contain the Lions and hold them. And we're going to see it, and we will be seeing the Bucks in the divisional championship, NFC.
Dondi, stop it. Stop. Dondi, and I know you always get, I know you like this, but I'm going to give you your first one.
Stop it.
Stop it, Dundee. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Stop the madness. Stop the madness. Okay, this is the perfect storm for the Lions, right? The perfect storm for them because actually they started the season and beat Kansas City, right? Kansas City, everybody thought, woo, 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 woo. And I'm not saying Kansas City is not because they in the playoffs, right? So Lions has showed up, showed out for Campbell. I'm saying this, and Twan has been now. Twan has liked Baker, and I have not. That's true. Let's be real. But I'm saying is this, and I know, hey, Roy, what's going on? What's going on, baby? We ain't seen you in a while. What's going on? Go Bucks. But I'm gonna say this: Baker and them was basically a 500 team, 9-8. You won this. You won last week. You did a good job. They ain't winning this week. They ain't doing that. They ain't doing it. They're not doing it. And I know I jumped the gun, Twan, and I apologize. I just had to give him his stop it.
No.
But I'm gonna tell you, Baker has earned him a another contract. Congratulations. You did that, and no one can say not. You have not. You have done that. But dude, the Lions is great. Only way that this is really a competitive back and forth if Mike Evans is not dropping TDs like he dropped. If they play like this against the Lions at the Lions, like they did against the Eagles, they're gonna get blown out. Because it's not gonna be the same. It's not the same. It's not the same offense. Dude, they would run through a wall for Dan Campbell. And they're gonna run through a wall. They are going hard. He's going to get pressure and all this. And I love some of the Bucks players, former little players, stuff like that. I get you. I'm just not a Baker Mayfield fan. And I say this in this way. When you a 500 quarterback, you show your true hand. And he's going to show his true hand. He balled last week. He ain't going to ball this week. Bet them house on that. Whatever. I'm going with the Lions. Twan, who you got?
I'm going with the Lions also. Yeah, I just think they're just a better offensive squad. But then too, that they do. The Bucks beating Philadelphia like they did last week. I thought Philadelphia would at least compete. I was thinking about that last few weeks of the season slide that they went on and thought it was kind of an aberration. They get back to where they were supposed to be. You know what I mean? But it didn't happen.
When you lose, Cuzzo, and you know this, everybody on the show knows about sports. That's why they on the show with me, right? Point blank. When you lose 6 out of your 7 games, if you want to say 5 out of 6, Dennis Green said, "What? You are who we thought you were."
Right.
You suck. You suck. And that's why when when Twan and I was going last week, I'm like, hey man, go with the Bucks. We went with the Bucks because we knew we saw that, dude. You are what you are. So like you discredit all that big time, and you saw some teams that really wasn't that. So we got Twan with the Lions. I'm with the Lions. Don D said he want to go ahead and be regular, irregular, and get the book. That's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We love that. That's why we do the show. We got one for you guys. Texans. What were the Ravens fans at? At the Ravens. 7.5-point favorite. I kind of put something on Facebook to remind people that last year Lamar was ranked 23rd, 33, something like that. Then they went ahead and made him 70 something. Not understanding the dude's been injured a couple of years. He ain't been injured this year. Knock on wood. Taking care of business, better offense, all this kind of stuff like that. Texas, CJ Stroud, the rookie sensation, has been balling. Love it, love it, love it. Ravens, Texans. This game is actually 4:30 Saturday. Twan, give me some stats.
Lamar, 27, is looking to become the youngest 2-time NFL MVP, and he's won more regular season games than any quarterback at his age. However, he's 1-3 in the playoffs with 4 total touchdowns and 7 turnovers.
Playoffs.
Playoffs. Uh,
We talking
only
about
quarterback. Listen, you might like this one. The only quarterback to win more than 50 games in his first 6 seasons and have fewer postseason victories is. You want to guess?
Dak.
Nah, nah. Andy
Oh,
Dalton,
damn, the Red Ranger.
the Red
oh,
Ranger. Baltimore defense led the NFL in sacks during the regular season with 60. Since week 16, Stroud ranks third in QBR behind only Jackson and Love. Dundee.
What you got? What you got, Dundee?
I don't know. Really, this is hard one to call for myself because I'm thinking CJ Stroud is he's on a roll. And you got the past, it's do or die the past 2 games. He's been in the playoffs. You'll say he won last week, his first game in the playoffs, but actually the week before was do or die. So that was like his first playoff game right there. So
True.
came in and still moving the ball, and his receivers are looking good now. And I don't know. I mean, hopefully the MVP Lamar shows up. And because we all know we the Louisville people, we concur, and we would love Lamar to go all the way and do what he got to do because he said it when he got drafted.
Hmm.
Hey, Baltimore's gonna get those Super Bowl out of me. Simple as that.
Right.
But,
Who you got?
I'm thinking Ravens are going to win field goal. Ravens
Like,
win field goal.
like that. Twan.
Yeah, I kind of liked what he was saying too. I think that 7.5 is probably a little high for me. I think it's going to be a little bit closer game than that. I'll take the Texans and the points.
Yeah, that's cool. No, ain't nothing wrong with that, especially 7.5.
Right.
Especially, I mean, we've seen this before as far with Lamar and them having a number one seed and then come out looking flat. Hopefully, they learn from that. And granted, you got a new coordinator, you got new players that can rock and roll with you. This is a statement game for Lamar. And people say, "What do you mean statement?" Dude, you 1-3 in the playoffs. You have to win this game. You have no
Yeah.
choice to win this game. People are discrediting you because they're like, well, his stats ain't like that when you're talking about the MVP and all this. Not understanding the MVP ain't really about stats, because if that's the case, it's a lot of dudes that would have won the damn thing that don't deserve it. But you have to go ahead and show that you that guy. It starts now. It starts now. Mark Andrews may come back. He's been
Right.
practicing, which adds another. When you have him on there, ooh wee, that's totally different. That's totally different with that offense, with all the receivers, because he got hurt, the running game and things like that. To me, I'm with you guys. I think the Ravens win by 7. But also, if it's cooking, it might be 30. Because we know at home when they cooking, they blow people out. So we're
They
gonna see.
defense get going.
We're gonna see. And that's the
Yeah.
whole key. They defense is gonna have to slow down Stroud big time. And Coach Ryan is gonna go ahead and have a lot of different looks for Lamar. So sometimes you can't be greedy. You gotta take the unders, you gotta do whatever. And Lamar, as much as everybody's bragging about Allen and all them, dude, you the best quarterback runner in the league. Use them legs when you have to, big time, right? A lot of time it's surprise element. When you see Allen, you're like, oh, well, he's good. No, he keeps going, and he's running probably a 4.6. He can still go. He's big boy. Dude, you probably run a 4.4, 4.3. Take it. Take it.
Right.
Win the game. It's about winning the game. It's not about running cute. It's not about how I look and all this stuff. Take care of business, and you need to take care of business. I'm going with the Ravens, trying to set up a nice, good matchup against Allen. That's what I need to see. Last but not least, guys, I got something special for y'all. I thought my boys got embarrassed. I talked about it last night. But the Packers
Yes.
versus the 49ers. 49ers, 8.5-point favorite. The Packers is probably the hottest team. And the reason why they're the hottest team is because they got a quarterback. They have a quarterback who has found his groove. And I'm going to tell you, I've been saying this all year about the LaFleur's about the Shanahans, about the McVay. When you got a McDaniel, when you got an offensive guru coach, it makes a difference. And you're able to understand it. When you can understand it as a player, things slows down. You know exactly what the coach is thinking and what he's seeing. That's what's going on with Mr. Love. Love is baller. 49ers, veterans. They've been there. They lost, you know what I'm saying? They lost to the Eagles because they was out with a quarterback. They trying to get to the Super Bowl. They trying to take care of business. The Purdy, what you call him? CMC or whatever the hell y'all call that dude? Kittles, Debo, all that stuff. Warner, see, I like Warner Bosa. I don't get into the offense. I'm a defensive minded person. I love that. So we got a monster class, and you can say, well, that's not a monster class. No. It is a monster class because the Packers is playing the best, better than anybody in the last part of the season. Go look it up. I'm not just saying that because they beat my Cowboys. They legit people. So now we're gonna see what's going on. Twan, get us the stats, baby.
Yes, sir. First off, Green Bay Packers 5-0 in AT&T Stadium.
Dude, that was last week's stats, bro. Come on, man. Why you throwing? God dang, bro. Come on, bro. I already know that. Right. I'm great. I'm great. Cut your ass off the scroll, man. What? Come on, cuzzo.
Niners coach Kyle Shanahan aiming to improve his postseason record to 7-3 over 7 seasons. No NFL team had more running plays of 10 or more yards than San Francisco's 74 in the regular season. The Packers ranked 29th in rushing yards against after first contact and 23rd in yards allowed per rush at 4.5. San Francisco's the number one offense, including the number one passing offense. From week 10 until the end of the regular season, Love finished second in QBR. Dondi.
All right, real quick. You see how I wasn't even paying attention, bro. Did I saw you said till you said AT&T, and I was thinking, are we throwing shots? all you had to do was ask me to come on the show yesterday. You could have.
I didn't even know you were doing a show yesterday.
Come on, bro. You know I do shows. You know what I'm saying? But that's good. You got me. You got me. Even though I'm like, dude, I'm so far removed. I'm already in draft mode over here. You know how they can slide. I'm over there. But congratulations, asshole. Go ahead, Dondi.
I mean, it's going to be a good one. Yeah, I think it's the game. But
I'm sorry, I was watching something. Let's go.
Oh, it's still. I mean, we showing no love.
Ooh.
I believe our defense will show no love.
Ooh.
And it's their DB. No, who was it? Their lineman has already started talking smack. Already ready today. They talking about you put pressure on Purdy, he would throw the ball short, he would throw it long. That's all you got to do is put pressure on him. And Purdy's one of the top in pressure defense on him and in completions and pass yardage and whatever else. So, I mean, it's just going to be a show and tell because our defense will show. I mean,
talk your stuff, Don.
Our defense will show up. Everybody's healthy. And that's a scary team because San Fran has the most complete team in the NFL. I'm going to tell you that name. There will be in stats, in everything. There's nobody that can stat up, that can face the San Francisco 49ers. So right now, I think we are about to lay the smackdown on Green Bay.
Hit your button, man. What the button is?
Smack down.
Twan, what you got?
We coming.
I mean,
coming,
for real.
Levi, we are showing no love.
I mean, I can't argue with the majority of what he said. You know, they are like the most complete team out there. You know, I mean, offensively, defensively, you know, they're on point.
Woo, let's go.
Um, but like you said, you know, my quarterback is like the hottest thing in fish grease. You know what I'm saying? Second to the guy he just
Woo!
knocked out last week.
That is true.
You know, uh,
Fish grease.
yeah, man. I mean, for
I
real,
love
man.
it.
He's
No.
into his own. But I look for San Francisco to try to exploit the run. Now, if they can keep us off the, you know, the field, you know what I mean, with first downs and things, you know, controlling the clock or whatever, I look for Love to, you know, try to air it out, you know, like throughout the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not sure we can run with San Fran right now, even though Aaron, you
Aaron
know,
Jones.
Jones has been playing,
Why?
he.
Why he had to come back last week?
I don't know, you know what I mean? But see, it's maybe a thing, you know, we might just get that heart, you know, and it's going to take one of those football movie type speeches in the locker room before this game for us to go out and, you know what I mean, kind of, you know, clear this upset. So I'm going to go with the Packers and I'm going to take the points on this one.
All right. So we let the guy who got his ass blown out talk about this game because we this is a heavy lean Niners, heavy lean Packers. That's cool. Eric, what's going on, bro? Who's that guy with the jerseys?
Oh God.
What's up, bro? Look,
What up, Mason?
check us out. This game is probably this right here, man, is probably to me, you would probably if you are 49ers fan, you probably would have rather faced the Bucks.
Pretty much.
I'm just gonna say that. Because the what makes the Packers good, it ain't so much now, Love got it, but the running game with Jones and his passing catch ability, his receiving running back, he can do that. That's what they're gonna need. He's got to go ahead and mirror and do what he got to do, like CMC, right? He's got to do what he's got to do because he's been doing that. He's always injured. The thing about the game, to me, what I'm looking at is going to be Packers defense versus 49ers offense. Point blank. Because that right there is the key. So Jair Alexander, he travels. He can do whatever. That's the guy that they put on Brandon. Probably. Debo is a Swiss Army knife. He does all kinds of stuff. So that means you're going to have stuff. So that means Jair is a special physical DB, right? And savage and all this kind of stuff. So their defense against the offense. You can say, well, that's easy. No, it's not easy. Because if they can hold water, they have a chance. If they cannot slow down 49ers is going to walk all on them at Levi big time. But let's go back with the 49ers. 49ers have not been flawless the last 4 games. They have looked ordinary. They have won some, they have lost some. They have not looked as dominant as they could because there's really no dominant team in the NFL. So what's going on? You got a quarterback who's hot. You got to extinguish him. You're going to have to come and get him. If he sits there at halftime, then it's a problem. It's a problem. Because I've been saying this all year. Twan, you know I've been saying this. When you have these coaches who are from the same tree, everybody's from the same tree. McVay, Shanahan, LaFleur, McDaniels. So that means things is going to look the same. Mm-hmm. So which defense is going to do what it got to do? But the defense for the Packers is going to be more crucial because the Packers defense is not – beginning of the season, everybody thought it was going to be a solid defense. They had a lot of injuries. Everybody knows 49ers defense, right? But 49ers defense is the one who pretty much has let down in the last 4 or 5 games. If they can't slow this dude down, then they're going to have problems.
They're going to have problems.
And I don't think it's going to look like the last week. I don't think they ain't jumping up 21, nothing like that. Nothing. They ain't going to do that. It's going to be battle. But they know they got to compete. But they have confidence. I'm going with the 49ers, but I'm going with 49ers like it's going to be a close game. I think this is going to be a close game because everybody knows everybody because we're from the same tree. It means it means a lot. And everybody, Love been playing as a better quarterback than Purdy the last 4 or 5 games, probably longer than that. Everybody wants to give people MVP. No. MVP is somebody who's making somebody look good when they ain't good and winning games. Purdy got all the number one people in their spots. Mm-hmm. Love ain't got that. Love ain't got that. Let's be real. And I'm not saying that I picked the 49ers. So I'm gonna say that hey, it's different. People gotta understand, dude is doing this. He's got it. The Packers has found another damn elite quarterback. And nobody wants to hear that. So that means Purdy's got to take care of business. He's got to rock and roll. Do not throw anywhere near Jair Alexander. Dude is that guy. Don't test him. Please don't test him because he's gonna pick it off. Dude's different. Yeah, he's different. He's different. He's nice. He's different. I'm riding with them, man. I think it's gonna be a great game. This game is I'm going with 49ers. 49ers probably by 3. This game is actually on Saturday, 8:15 on Fox. We're gonna rock and roll with that, man. You know what? This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about, and we love that. So before we get off here, we want to thank everybody who's watching and supporting. We're gonna bring more shows like this. Dondi's part of the team. Twan's part of the team. We're going to rock and roll. We tease. We have a good time, but we want to make sure everybody understands that, it's our opinions. You're not going to agree with everything we say, and that's okay. That's why we got a comment box, and we're going to let it loose, and that's what it's about. So thank everybody for tuning in and watching us tonight. Twan, what you got for everybody?
Peace and love.
Don D, what you got?
Hey, cheers. Everyone have a good night, good weekend, and ready for the playoffs.
Right now, Louisville is down 17-6 to North Carolina. Just wanted to throw that out. God bless y'all, and thank you for the support. Continue to subscribe, like, follow, all that good stuff, man. We out. Peace out.
It's 8 p.m. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.